Join me as I dive deep into the complex world of military agreements and see if I can unravel the hidden power struggles shaping our globe. Military agreements have been a crucial aspect of international relations for centuries, with nations forming alliances and partnerships to further their interests and security. These agreements can take many forms, from formal treaties to informal understandings, and often involve cooperation on defense, intelligence, and technology. The challenges posed by military agreements are multifaceted, as they can create potential conflicts between nations, shift the balance of power, and lead to an arms race. When one country forms a military agreement with another, it can be perceived as a threat by neighboring countries or rival nations, leading to a buildup of military capabilities and an increased risk of conflict. Military agreements can also lead to a dependence on one's allies, which can limit a nation's ability to act independently. Furthermore, the complexities of these agreements can lead to misunderstandings and miscommunications, which can escalate tensions and lead to conflict. The web of military agreements can be incredibly complex, with multiple nations involved in various alliances and partnerships, making it difficult to predict the outcome of any given situation. Recent military agreements have highlighted the shifting balance of power in various regions, with nations forming new alliances and partnerships to counterbalance the influence of other nations. The motivations behind these agreements can be varied, ranging from a desire for security and stability to a pursuit of economic interests and resources. Countries like the United States, China, and Russia have been actively engaged in forming military agreements with other nations, often with significant implications for global stability. These agreements can have far-reaching consequences, from shaping the outcome of regional conflicts to influencing the global economy. The implications of military agreements can be seen in various parts of the world, from the Middle East to Asia, where nations are forming alliances and partnerships to counterbalance the influence of other nations. The recent conflict in Ukraine, for example, has been influenced by military agreements between Russia and Ukraine, as well as between the United States and Ukraine. Military agreements have also played a significant role in the South China Sea, where nations like China and the United States have been engaged in a complex web of alliances and partnerships. The impact of these agreements can be seen in the increasing tensions between nations, as well as the buildup of military capabilities in the region. A significant insight into the impact of military agreements can be seen in the way they have shaped the global response to emerging crises, such as the COVID-19 pandemic. A notable example of the impact of military agreements is the recent shift in alliances in the Middle East, where nations like the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain have formed agreements with Israel, marking a significant shift in the regional balance of power. This shift has been influenced by the complex web of military agreements in the region, including agreements between the United States and its allies, as well as between Iran and its allies. The implications of this shift are still being felt, with significant consequences for regional stability and global security. The role of military agreements in shaping the global response to emerging crises is a critical aspect of international relations, and one that requires careful consideration and analysis. The impact of these agreements can be seen in the way they have influenced the global economy, as well as the way they have shaped the outcome of regional conflicts. The key points to take away from this discussion are that military agreements play a critical role in shaping international relations and power struggles among nations, and that these agreements can have significant implications for global stability. Understanding the complexities of military agreements is essential for navigating the complex world of international relations. In conclusion, military agreements are a complex and multifaceted aspect of international relations, with significant implications for global stability and security. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic, so please comment below and let's continue the conversation. If you're interested in learning more about international relations and global politics, be sure to check out my other videos on related topics. In today's interconnected world, global power struggles are more complex than ever, and military agreements play a pivotal role in shaping these dynamics. From historic treaties to modern alliances, these agreements not only influence national security but also impact international relations and global stability. As nations navigate their interests, military partnerships can either strengthen alliances or create tensions, making them a crucial element in the geopolitical landscape. In this video, we will delve into the significance of military agreements in global politics. We'll explore how these pacts serve as tools for countries to assert their influence, deter aggression, and foster cooperation. You'll learn about the various types of military agreements, from defense pacts to arms control treaties, and how they reflect the shifting balance of power among nations. We'll also examine real-world examples that illustrate the intricate dance of diplomacy and military strategy. By the end of this video, you will have a deeper understanding of how military alliances shape not only the security of individual nations but also the broader international order. So, whether you're a history buff, a political enthusiast, or just curious about global affairs, stay tuned as we unpack the fascinating world of military agreements and their impact on global power struggles. Historical context: to understand the current landscape of global power dynamics, it's essential to explore the historical background of military agreements. Throughout history, several key treaties and alliances have significantly shaped international relations. For instance, the Treaty of Versailles in 1990 not only ended World War I, but also laid the groundwork for future military pacts, influencing the rise of alliances like NATO after World War II. Past conflicts have played a crucial role in shaping current military alliances. The Cold War era, marked by the ideological battle between the United States and the Soviet Union, led to the formation of military blocs that still resonate today. The Warsaw Pact and NATO were born out of a necessity for collective defense, reflecting how historical tensions can solidify military partnerships. Over the decades, military agreements have evolved in response to changing geopolitical landscapes. The shift from traditional state-based conflicts to modern threats like terrorism and cyber warfare has prompted nations to adapt their military strategies and alliances. Today, we see a blend of bilateral and multilateral agreements that address not only defense but also humanitarian concerns and global security challenges. By examining these historical contexts, we can better appreciate how military agreements have influenced power dynamics and continue to shape the world we live in today. Understanding this evolution is key to grasping the complexities of international relations in our modern era. Major military alliances. In the realm of global power struggles, military alliances play a crucial role in shaping security dynamics. Two of the most significant alliances in modern history are NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and the Warsaw Pact. Established in 1949, NATO was formed as a collective defense mechanism among Western nations in response to the perceived threat of Soviet expansion. Conversely, the Warsaw Pact, created in 1955, served as a counterbalance, uniting Eastern Bloc countries under Soviet influence. The strategic objectives of these alliances are rooted in mutual defense and deterrence. NATO's principle of collective defense, enshrined in Article 5, asserts that an attack on one member is an attack on all, fostering a sense of security among its members. This has been pivotal in maintaining stability in Europe, especially during the Cold War. The Warsaw Pact, on the other hand, aimed to consolidate military power among communist states, reinforcing Soviet dominance in Eastern Europe. These alliances significantly influence global security and the balance of power. NATO's expansion in the post-Cold War era has shifted geopolitical dynamics, often leading to tensions with Russia. Meanwhile, the dissolution of the Warsaw Pact in 1991 marked a significant shift in global power, leading to the emergence of new alliances and partnerships. Understanding these military alliances is essential for grasping the complexities of international relations and the ongoing power struggles that define our world today. Contemporary military agreements. In today's rapidly changing geopolitical landscape, contemporary military agreements are crucial in shaping global power dynamics. Recent agreements, such as the AUKUS Pact between Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States, highlight a strategic shift in military collaboration aimed at countering China's influence in the Indo-Pacific region. Similarly, the Abraham Accords, which normalized relations between Israel and several Arab nations, have significant military implications, fostering new security partnerships in the Middle East. The motivations behind these agreements are multifaceted. Nations often seek to bolster their defense capabilities, enhance regional stability, and deter potential adversaries. For instance, AUKUS not only focuses on military technology sharing, including nuclear submarines, but also emphasizes intelligence cooperation, reflecting a collective response to perceived threats. Meanwhile, the Abraham Accords demonstrate how diplomatic relations can lead to enhanced security cooperation, showcasing a shift in traditional alliances. These contemporary military agreements profoundly affect international relations today. They can lead to realignments in power structures, as nations reassess their alliances and security strategies. Additionally, such agreements can create friction, as seen in the reactions from countries like China and Iran, who view these pacts as threats to their interests. By investigating these current military agreements, we gain insight into the evolving nature of global power and the intricate web of relationships that define international politics in the 21st century. Case studies. To understand the real-world implications of military agreements, examining specific case studies can provide valuable insights. One notable example is the US-South Korea alliance, established in the aftermath of the Korean War in 1953. This military partnership has been pivotal in maintaining stability on the Korean peninsula, deterring North Korean aggression, and fostering a sense of security for South Korea. The presence of US troops in South Korea serves as a critical deterrent, while joint military exercises enhance interoperability between the two nations. The impact of this alliance on regional stability has been significant. It has not only helped to prevent open conflict but has also encouraged economic growth and democratic governance in South Korea. However, the alliance has also faced challenges, particularly as North Korea continues to develop its nuclear capabilities. This has led to ongoing debates about the future of the alliance and the need for adaptive strategies to address evolving threats. Lessons learned from the US-South Korea partnership highlight the importance of flexibility and communication in military agreements. As regional dynamics shift, alliances must be able to adapt to new challenges while maintaining their core objectives. Additionally, the necessity of engaging with neighboring countries, such as China and Japan, underscores the interconnected nature of security in the region. By analyzing these case studies, we can better appreciate the complexities and outcomes of military agreements in shaping global power dynamics. Future trends. As we look ahead, the landscape of military agreements and global power dynamics is poised for significant transformation. Emerging powers, particularly in Asia and Africa, are reshaping traditional military strategies. Countries like India and Brazil are increasingly asserting their influence, seeking to establish strategic partnerships that reflect their growing economic and military capabilities. These nations are likely to pursue military agreements that prioritize regional security and counterbalance established powers, such as the United States and China. Technology will play a pivotal role in shaping future military agreements. The rise of advanced technologies, including artificial intelligence, cyber warfare, and unmanned systems, will necessitate new forms of collaboration among nations. Countries may seek agreements focused on technology sharing and joint development of defense systems, which could redefine military capabilities and operational strategies. For instance, partnerships centered around cybersecurity will become increasingly vital as nations confront the growing threat of cyber attacks. Moreover, we may witness potential shifts in global alliances and power structures. As traditional alliances like NATO adapt to new threats, we could see the emergence of more flexible coalitions that prioritize specific issues, such as counterterrorism or climate security. Additionally, the increasing importance of non-state actors and transnational challenges may lead to unconventional partnerships that transcend national borders. By anticipating these future trends, we can better understand the evolving nature of military agreements and their implications for global power dynamics in the coming years. In summary, military agreements are fundamental in shaping global power dynamics and influencing international relations. Throughout this video, we explored the historical context of military alliances, examined contemporary agreements, and analyzed specific case studies that highlight their impact on regional stability. From the US-South Korea alliance to emerging partnerships like AUKUS, these agreements serve as critical tools for nations to assert their influence, deter aggression, and foster cooperation in an increasingly complex world. Understanding these dynamics is essential for anyone interested in global affairs, as military agreements not only affect national security but also shape economic and diplomatic relationships. As we navigate the challenges of the 21st century, being informed about the evolution of military partnerships will help us grasp the intricacies of international politics and the shifting balance of power. If you found this discussion insightful, we encourage you to engage with our content. Please subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analyses on military agreements and global power dynamics. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends or colleagues who might also be interested in understanding the complexities of international relations. Your support helps us create more valuable content and fosters a community of informed viewers. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.